First, I just want to thank you for supporting me through the making of this series. We have officially gone through one full deep dive of an album together. An entire album. That's pretty big. So when I came up with this idea, I knew that I would have a lot to say, but I didn't know what it was that I might say. With something like this, you never really know until you know. And that's truly the magic of it. I could record another set of these 8 videos talking about the same 8 songs at a different moment in my life, surrounded by different circumstances, and each interaction with each song would produce a completely different video, a different version of me interacting with the same set of lyrics, the same sounds, the same organization. But there's nothing objective about this stuff. You know, I might be the songwriter, and I may have had intention for each set of lyrics and the way they interact with each other, the way they paint imagery, the way the chords might progress. I may have had intention for that stuff, but it doesn't mean that it's objective. It doesn't mean that it means a certain thing. It's paraphrasing. Art is always paraphrasing emotion. And magnificently, gloriously, I get to grow side by side with this art. I get to talk about it once with you here, but to continue to grow with it. The temporal art like this, not just temporal in the sense that a song takes time to play, but I get to carry it along with me, in my mind, in my heart, in my voice. I get to continue being with these songs, with these stories, as a conduit for being able to spend time with you. And actually, I think that's a large part of the message in this song in particular. This is the capstone to the album. It's the period on the end of the sentence that is passenger. And at this point, we've investigated and we've defined and we've felt a lot together. And alongside each track is a defining or a redefining of the concept of the passenger. Am I the passenger to my experiences? Are you the passenger to my story? Are you and I both bearing witness to the passenger that is the story itself, an unwitting participant? So the first verse poses a question. Revenant in the corner of my mind, will you still be by my side when the lights go out? And the second verse sets a scene. Magnolia, too cold to call it spring, how an April shower sings on the nape of your neck. And the third verse is an imperative, giving name to the song's title. Gilded fawn, bow to the blind hour, porcelain and smoke. So the fourth verse provides the context for the final chorus. Sorrowful, the apiary waits, for a meadow's gentle sermon. Would that God could stay. God, as defined in the previous song, in time, as you and me. Any version of you, any version of me. Would that I were with you now. Would my tears run up your shoulder and be lost within your hair? Will you love me when I'm older? The rain on the magnolia is the same as my tears running up your neck. The you is always the same, part of the thou and I. The first verse of the song ends with a question posed to the revenant. will you still be by my side? The last line, too, is a question, this time to porcelain and smoke. Will you love me when I'm older? So I think a lot of my storytelling revolves around figuring out how to love those around me, how to love my fears, my enemies, this world of beauty and tragedy that we share, and how to love myself. As we move forward with our liner notes after this song, backwards in time to the first song that I ever published, the first track on Within Without, we can see the progression of my relationship to self-love. There's a school of dream analysis that I like very much, one that my mom taught me when I was young, that suggests viewing every character, every object, every interaction, every verb as a part of the dreamer. To practice viewing dream stimuli this way helps to view waking life stimuli similarly. And so loving someone else is to love oneself. And similarly, to sing to you is to sing to me. The two questions posed in this song, the first and last lines, are asked to many entities all at once. Through difficulty, in the perceived absence of God, the in-between of twilight, the cold of an unseasonable rain, will I remain beside myself? Will I continue to love the person I see in front of me?